You don't even feel full until you feel bloated and almost sick. Yet you can eat 2 slices of high fiber, whole grain bread, and you're perfectly satisfied for a fraction of the calories. It's the processing. Now, there's several reasons this happens. And one is when they remove the fiber from food, they remove that ability for your body to evaluate satiety to an extent. Because a food that has fiber in it, when you take in water or fluid afterwards, is going to puff up like a sponge. It's going to give you a full, satisfied feeling, and it's going to slow digestion. Now, on the other hand, if you take in a processed food, it's going to be devoid of the fiber, possibly the essential oils and the protein. It's going to digest very quickly. When it digests very quickly, it fools the body into thinking a large meal's coming down the pike. So the body says, all right, large meal coming in, let me prepare for this. The way it prepares for it is it pumps out insulin, starts pumping it out, big meal coming in. What insulin does is insulin's a hormone that helps your body use food for energy. When this happens, the blood clears rapidly of the glucose or the energy from food. And it drops so quick, it plummets so fast, the body goes, whoa, wait a minute, my blood level of glucose and energy is too low. I need food, I need energy. And then it triggers you almost a false hunger for you to continue to go back for more. The foods are so processed they actually fool the body into overproducing, and that triggers an inappropriate hunger. Now you've taken in all this extra food, and your body truly didn't need that excess energy. What's it going to do with it? What's it going to do with it? Exactly. It's going to have to put it into storage, and storage is body fat. So then the body fat level goes up, and thus begins the cycle of the weight gain and eventually the development of metabolic syndrome, which leads to heart disease and high blood pressure and diabetes and possibly even cancer or osteoporosis. So it's not the carbohydrates. It's the processing of carbohydrates that's the problem. Because when they're processed, we are more likely to overeat them and gain weight. So the key word's process. Carbohydrate foods in general are a good choice unless they're processed. So your best bet when you choose carbohydrate foods is to choose your whole foods, your farm fresh, less processed foods. Like oats, for example. Oats is an unprocessed food. And when you eat oats actually lower cholesterol. They increase HDL, it's a good carrier of cholesterol. They suppress your appetite. They even have an antidepressant effect. And they also seem to help stimulate the proper function of insulin. All of these things in one little old carbohydrate food. But it's not after 1 or 2 bowls of oatmeal. Sometimes you don't see those HDLs come up for at least a year. You see them start to gradually come up, but it can take a year. So you can't eat just 1 apple or 1 bowl of oatmeal and expect to be healthy forever. It takes a lifestyle, and it takes lifestyle changes, and it takes a lot of new habits. Kind of like we can't just jog around the block and be trim forever. It'd be nice, but it doesn't happen that way. Oats and barley both contain a very interesting phytochemical. They're called tocotrienols. These tocotrienols prevent the LDL from plaquing along your arteries. So oats and barley actually help keep your arteries clean. Spinach and Popeye loved that. Spinach and most green vegetables, they're very high in fiber and they're very high in folate, and they actually help prevent depression, and they help manage or help your heart health, the folate especially. Fruits and vegetables in general contain many nutrients, fiber, phytochemicals, and many nutrients that actually help lower your blood pressure. If people would eat enough fruits and vegetables, our goal is minimum 5 cups a day. Most people are nowhere near there. But if you could get to the 5 cups per day, many people's blood pressure comes down to where they could get off blood pressure medication or even reduce it significantly. There's many factors in the vegetables that actually do this for you. Grapes and berries, they have a